guys, Ultimate Toy Collector here at New York Toy Fair 2019. As you can see, we're at the NECA booth here with Randy. Randy, good morning.
Good morning.
Caught you nice and early.
Yes, fresh as a daisy.
They got a lot of stuff to show off here. Some things, obviously, that we've never seen before. Some things they haven't even talked about. If you look over my shoulder here, we got some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The Foosh on Friday announced that you'll be having partnership. Well, you have the partnership with Target, and that you'll be putting 2-packs in. That's a big move.
Huge.
Is there anything that you want to kind of say about that?
Yeah, you know, there's still restrictions, obviously, because we are not the master toy. We're kind of just a piece of it, right? But we wanted to get the cartoon turtles out there and into more hands. We've got a great thing going with Target, and now we're able to do that. As Target as a destination, 2-packs only, we can't sell them individual. It's about $50 price point, but we're getting the 4 turtles out there, and each are paired with a villain. So a Shredder, 2 different foot soldiers, and Krang in the little bubble head.
Now, is it new tooling or kind of repackaged?
It's pretty much repackaged of what we did for San Diego in 2017 in a collector's carry case, which was like the 30th anniversary of the cartoon. We did that set, so it's those repacked in these special new 2-packs, which are like yellow and green, kind of a nod to like the band and the classic cartoon look. And then we're showing here for the first time Rocksteady and Bebop, which would be a 2-pack that would be the second assortment, which hopefully will be later this week.
Okay. Now, you said that's going to be the second assortment there. Is that going to be a 2-pack together, or going to compare with the turtle?
No, I think that'll be a 2-pack together. We're not going to make people buy the turtles again. There'll be 3 or 4 more 2-packs later this year. That will be new characters, some characters not offered before. Some of them, like the Rocksteady and Bebop, we've never done before. There's a few that we've shown before that haven't been released that could find their way into there. So it'll be a good mix of new stuff, new characters from the franchise.
And it's going to be cartoon. Target is only cartoon related.
Yeah, for the time being, our plan is to keep Target as a destination for cartoon turtles, and then the 1990 movie will be at GameStop and what we do at conventions.
Okay. And so you guys showed before, I think, some villains, General Trag, or
General Trag and Granitor, and Slash, and Leatherhead. We showed them as sort of a Dimension X set last San Diego. You'll see some of those make their way out. Some of them will get some changes sculpturally and certainly deco-wise and make their way into the cartoon sets. We're looking at doing another video game set as well from Turtles in Time.
As a convention exclusive, or no?
Probably not a convention exclusive, but maybe a retail exclusive, or there's a few things in motion. I don't want to say too much yet, but we'll get them out. There's a lot in the works, and the fact that for the longest time, right, we could only do conventions. So basically we have one event a year that we could do the cartoon set, or years before that the Mirage set, last year the 90 movie set. Now that the playing field's opening up a little bit, and we have the GameStop thing, we're soon to have the Target thing at the end of this month. We're looking to have something maybe for our specialty line, something that's only at like the big bags and the entertainment nerds. Maybe carve out something different just for those guys. So there's a lot of things, like a lot of balls in the air. We're kind of figuring it all out, but the bottom line is we're able to do more turtles, which is great for everyone, and we're able to get them into more destinations. So if you miss the pre-orders or you don't go to San Diego, that's not really the deal breaker.
End all be all. You'll have a chance to.
There's another avenue.
Okay. April O'Neil, Casey Jones, the Shredder.
With the cartoon, that stuff's all easier. With the movie, some of the rights are a little different about whose actor likeness they have and don't have. So we're kind of figuring all that out. But I mean, obviously, like, we're fans. We know what the fans want to see. So like, it's going to expand, and you're going to see the characters.
You're a huge Turtle fan, right?
I mean, especially old school.
You have pretty much every original?
Every Playmates figure for 6 years, still on card. And all the
still on card.
The squishy heads, the pop-up displays that used to be with them. the mail-away offers, all that stuff.
This guy has a phenomenal collection. If you don't know, he's a huge Star Wars fan, and Turtles. I knew that about him. What would be a character that you want to work on from the original cartoon?
Baxter Stock. I love flies. Like that. Just, and if there's ever a toy of a fly, I always buy it. Yeah. And I love like the fly.
I was gonna say, what about the fly movie?
I really love that too. I tried to do it for the 30th anniversary, just didn't work out. Yeah, but it was a mess. But I love insects, especially flies. So definitely Baxter.
That's really cool that where you're giving collectors a chance to get the items if they're not able to go to the conventions. Because we all know people will complain that they can't be there, they can't get the pre-order, even though you do give a fair enough window.
Yeah, I mean, we try. There's only so much we can do. We certainly try, and we do like the flash sales, and we did it 3 or 4 days last year. The demand was huge, and we also canceled people who order more than the limit because we don't want people flipping them. It's like 2 per household.
One of mine got canceled. Randy told me kick rocks because I didn't read the directions.
Yeah. I mean, it's just we try to make it as fair as we can, and it's out of fairness to the collectors, and it's also contractually like that's what we're supposed to do with our license. So. But at least like now, say you missed what's in San Diego, there's the hope that 6 months later, that same stuff will be offered packaged differently, but the same character will be available 6 months later, maybe 8 months later, whatever, at GameStop or something, or at Target. So you get that second chance, and it'll be at like a brick and mortar where you can go in and see it and hold it and look at it and pick the best paint job, pick the best packaging if you care about that kind of stuff. So it's really a win for
keeping with the Turtles, I'm not going to answer too many more questions about Turtles. Secret of the Ooze, that was one of my favorite movies. Tokar, Raza,
Vanilla Ice, you're a fan.
Ice, baby. Super Shredder. Are those characters that you would want to do or that you thought about doing?
Definitely thought about it. I'd like to do them. I think we want to finish the statement we're making with the 90 film before we move on to what's next. And there are more characters coming from 90. Obviously, the quarter scale Shredder and Foot Soldier here.
The already tool there. It's kind of that's super easy to scale down.
But yeah, there's a very good chance they will be scaled down, and there will be some more stuff that hasn't been done for the 90. So we just have to kind of
just wait it out.
I
can't keep asking, and you hinted at it a little bit here.
Yeah.
One thing that, and me and you have talked about this before. I'm a big Predator fan, and you guys have done phenomenal things with Predator. What wave are we on?
Let's see. In stores right now is 18.
So you tooled up to like 20.
Well, God, the numerical waves might be taking a break for a little while because we have so much extra we're doing. It's difficult into Ultimate or Deluxe, so like we have lights that were added to the mask or the big assassin one, which is like a foot tall. So I'm sure we will go back to the numerical series, but for a little while. 18 is out now, it's Dark Horse based. After that, there's a lot of Ultimates. Emissaries, we've got a Lab Escape Fugitive, none of the armor's on, it's got a bunch of accessories and interchangeable heads, the mask heads, LEDs, which is really cool. We've never done it on any 8-inch Predator before.
What's the price point going to be on?
They're 30 or less.
Okay.
The Ultimates for Predator and Alien have gone up a little bit, but 30 or less.
Still within that realm.
Yeah, all the Ultimates generally fall between 25 to 30, depending on the store and what's included. Sometimes it's 4 or 5 heads. One of our Pennywise has like a bundle of like 8 balloons. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff in there. So yeah, they're somewhere around $30.
I know you follow social media, you're big on Twitter. You've gained a lot of following with the new Ultimate Predators. People are real happy with the articulation. So seeing some of the older characters re-released articulation. I can tell you that. And I think it's phenomenal. Would you redo the Big Red?
Yeah, Big Red and some of the lost Predators from Predator 2. We have, and I think at some point we will. It's really just a matter of time. Like, there's only so much you can get out in a year. And like last year, it was a new movie, so we had to devote a lot of attention and focus to that because we want to support the film. And we still have some movie stuff coming this year. We will do them. I think they'll be phased in here and there. The thing is, like, we don't want anything to get stale, so we'd rather put out a new character, whether it's from Dark Horse or a comic book or something we created, like the Alpha, which is our special 100. So, like, to me, I want more fresh stuff out there before we do like a 2.0 or 3.0 in some cases. I mean, you bring up social and active, there's enough lining that like, it's the same body or the same. It's like we're doing what's from the movies or the comics. Like, if the Jungle 100 body is what they used in the source material, why wouldn't we use the same thing?
You can't create something that's not.
Yeah, it's like we're not going to make a new body for the sake of doing it, and we'd rather spend the time somewhere else. We've kept the line fresh. The line has made it to over 100 figures now. So I know
100 figures that's a wild one.
Yeah, it's a movie that's over 30 years old, and all their stuff is like M-rated or 17 plus. It's all collector focused. Up until recently, it was all specialty. Target didn't happen. So like, to have a line that lasted that long, we're talking
Clearly it sells.
Yeah,
People are buying.
we're doing something right. And same thing with Alien. So, I take everything with a grain of salt. I read it all. Yeah,
I see you.
I may throw the middle finger up here and there, or block a few people, and they all deserve
He does
it.
block people.
But I know we're doing the right thing. We're collectors, and there's nothing that we've made from Predator or Alien that I wouldn't want to buy myself. I think that's sort of that line. Is this cool enough to do?
Is this cool enough where I would buy it if I
Would I spend my $25 on this? Because I buy a lot of toys, as you know yourself. Whether it's Marvel Legends or Star Wars Black.
to see his office. To see his office.
You should. I'm ready to just light a match. It's terrible. I have a path to the desk. That's about it.
Literally. All right, so with Predator, we talked about this before. We got Dutch, we got Hawkins. Completing that team of Dylan, Mac, Blaine, Billy, is that something that you would like to do to complete that original Predator?
I mean, yes. Most of it. Do. The problem is the license doesn't have a license. The ones we've done are the guys who've been able to get to and make deals with. So that's really what it all comes down to. We already had a relationship with Arnold. We've done a lot with Arnold over the years. So we're able to make that happen. Shane, as Hawkins happened, because we were working on a new film, and I was like with him. I went to watch some film in Vancouver, and I asked him like,
that was kind of out of the blue, like nobody really expected.
And it was a fun thing to do because it's kind of like coming full circle. Like Shane was an actor in the original movie, and 30 years later he directs the new one, and it's like, hey, that's kind of cool. And it tied it all back together. For the 25th anniversary of Predator and the 30th anniversary, I made numerous attempts to make a deal with Carl. People can look and see all the stuff we've been able to do in Alien and Predator with likeness rights we didn't have, that we got. The talent has to be willing to do it.
Because you do try. You do reach out
All the time. Yeah, anyone we can get to, we do. As long as a reasonable deal can be made, they're willing, it happens. So the guys who say yes end up on the shelf and end up in the collection, and the guys that don't.
Because it's totally different, even though you have that head sculpt from Hollywood.
It's completely different license. Completely studios, so Rocky's MGM, and they have his rights. Predator's Fox, they don't have his rights. Just how contracts were done, and we're thinking about it back then. We'd do it if he would say yes.
Carl, work with Randy. Dylan, you son of a bitch.
Carl's doing well. He's in Mandalorian, I believe.
Yeah, I saw that. He's
never stopped acting. The guy
show recently.
Something on NBC for like a procedural crime show.
Yeah.
The guy's had a hell of a career. He's never stopped acting. nice guy, very approachable. I got a lot of emails and tweets and DMs back and forth. I grew up watching between Rocky Beach Predator, Action Jackson. It'd be awesome to do a figure of it. Just hasn't.
Even if you work something out and then you were able to do like an Action Jackson, that would really sell. Carl, as a consumer, a collector, we would love for NECA to be able to make Dylan, and then maybe we could talk him into doing Action Jackson. Come on.
And we have Yaphet Kota, which we've never done before, from Alien, which is awesome. So, like, when we can get rights or have talent rights, we want to get them out there. I think it's an important thing for people to know. It's not going to be science. It's only going to be xenomorphs and it's only going to be predators. Like what we've done with Alien is insane. Hicks, Hudson, Frost, Basket, Bishop, Newt. Like no one's
got like the whole team.
And then from the original film celebrating 40 years this year. So while we've done Dallas before and Lambert and Ripley, we're adding some other characters in Mike Parker. It's never been done. So it's a balance, and it's about who we can get the rights to, who we're allowed to do. We're trying. We get it. We want them on our shelves too.
We moved around a little bit. I'm not done with Randy yet. You see behind us a lot of the Ultimate stuff. Some of it's out, actually, yeah, most of it's out right now, right? Or hitting stores very soon. You're a Weird Al Yankee fan. Big Weird Al fan. I was surprised to see like the White Energy and even the classic Al look. Would you look at other positions, I guess? I know you've done the
Iron Maiden,
mascot, and stuff like that. Is there other musicians that you're looking at that maybe you're a fan of, or you think would go with your flow?
There definitely are some. Years back we did AC/DC, we did Kurt Cobain, we did Freddie Mercury, Bohemian Rhapsody this year. That would have been great to have again. We did John Lennon. So like in the past, Jimmy Page, we did a whole bunch, like mid 2000s. I think it's sort of like case by case. We definitely have a crossover with our audience and like toy collectors and emo fans, punk rock fans. We done Ramones at one point, done Misfits. There's a lot of stuff out. I'm sorry, it's possible. There's nothing immediately on our radar. We've done some one-offs and some special orders for some musicians or bands currently. We did a cool project with Kobe and Kane where we made a mask that they offered the deluxe release of the record last year, which is really cool. We're doing some stuff with Scott Ian from Anthrax, who I'm a big fan of. It's really fun. It's a work project, yeah. And it's nice to have fun and get to collaborate with guys that are sort of like heroes of mine growing up. Like junior high, high school, I went to Anthrax concerts. Those guys were all in the comic books and toys, so like, I felt this kinship aside from like the music. I was like, these guys are just like me, Now, 30 years later, I get to make a toy for them. It's a cool thing. So sometimes do it, it's for fun.
Well, one thing that I was thinking about was since you did Weird Al, the Weird Al doesn't parody.
Yes.
Have you thought about doing a unit version?
We have. We actually have a prototype. It's like midway through development. Our whole costume done. We also have a fat suit done for fat. The thing with Al so far is we did classic first, and it's like what everyone knows. I wanted just an Al, like the Al Hawaiian shirt and then sneakers. And then White Nerdy was like one else on that balance because Al's had a hell of a career. He's been around about 30 years. And we wanted to have that mix of like classic and modern. So White Nerdy gave the modern for like the guys who weren't around for like fat, like surgeon. So I kind of feel like we're going to go back and forth. Classic, modern. And I think we're going to do some more stuff with that. We're talking about doing it on Chile, which will be kind of fun, especially with the old bushy, crazy and because they do. You might have seen these recently. Being that he does the parodies, and you guys clearly do parts. I know it's a little different.
have you thought about, or what did you think about, like Michael Jackson with Thriller, being able to do like a werewolf, like a zombie version?
Haven't really thought about it. I don't know what license is available. Michael, I mean, it's a totally different thing than the Al.
He's a fiend. That's him.
There are sure pops or something like that.
There were.
I don't know. I
He loves
haven't.
pops, by the way.
Thriller was awesome. Incredible NECA. Huge part of my childhood. I used to watch that documentary stuff with Rick Baker doing NECA.
Yeah, when they did the whole.
Anything's possible. It's not something that's immediately on the radar.
How do you know anything? Like, is that licensing available? I know I saw somebody recently was looking at. I think maybe it was SH. I think.
Oh yeah. I mean, I know I've seen like Smooth Criminal, and I've seen like Michael Jackson figures and dolls. Hot Toys might have done one too.
I think so.
There's been stuff out there, mostly in the Asian market. It probably is available. I'm not sure to what extent. It's something that's worth to take a look at.
And as far as iconic movies, one thing that I was thinking about, I'm not sure how much of a fan you are with it, The Last Draft,
Big flow.
showing up Leroy, that does kind of go with your theme of things, and it's an iconic movie, and it's something that is recognizable by different genres. Have you, or would you look at?
I have reached out about that license. There is some confusion, certainly about who has what rights.
Okay.
At minimum, I would love to do showing up on the car with the pads and kissing my Converse, and I'm a huge fan of that.
Because that era, those movies were nuts.
When that movie came out, I was like breakdancing outside the theater before the movie came out.
I would pay to see that.
So I would be very excited to do that. And it fits in, like you said, Karate Kid and all the other stuff we're doing in that mid-80s time frame. And it's also something that's never been done. And I've met Bruce Lee a couple times. Real nice guy.
He's real personable.
He's barely aged. He looks almost exactly the same. Timac, I don't know how to say it. Spell it. I can't pronounce it. Timac.
Yeah.
But anyhow, awesome dude. I have it on Blu-ray. I've gone to see those Alamo showings of it. Like, I'm a big fan. It'd be cool. I have reached out about doing Bruce Lee, but I haven't.
Okay. And last, are you guys still continuing the game, the 8-bit lines?
We haven't done anything in a while. We are looking at doing something new with Turtles, possibly with Turtles in Time, which is more arcade-based, but we might go back for that because they have hoverboards in the game, Dragon Granitoid in the game, Leatherhead was in the game, and we did actually just re-release two of the most popular 8-bit renditions we did. Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street. GameStop.
Yes.
Those are out right now. Jason's the one that started it all.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about Fox that plays the theme music when you open it. So if you missed out on those, you have a second chance right now at GameStop exclusive.
I'd love to see Battletoads. I've asked before Battletoads, or even I know Street Sharks wasn't a video game,
Right.
but from that same time that would be awesome. And so with Toys R Us being gone, you guys are kicking it full throttle. You survived, and you're moving on. You got the Target relationship now. You're doing well.
We're here to stay. Survival of the fittest. I've been in this for 20 years. As you see in the booth and all the new stuff we have, bigger and better than ever. Brand new from our retro 8-inch line with the fabric tailored clothing. We have Bob Ross, which is a debut here. He comes with his ladder, easel, and palette. We have the Golden Girls, which people have been waiting for. We showed them back at San Diego. They're about to hit shelves this spring. And then another brand new reveal, the Goonies, Sloth and Chunk in a 2-pack. Yes, the statue is anatomically accurate. The favorite part is broken. We have our Karate Kid line, which launches this spring.
Getting a great response to this, especially with the success of Cobra Kai. So we have the classic Karate Kid. There's a 2-pack of the tournament set with Daniel and Johnny. And then we have individual figures of Mr. Miyagi, Daniel, and then Johnny in the skeleton costume. Continuing our rock and metal collection, we have Megadeth's mascot Vic. He sells but who's buying. And then Dystopia Vic, which is a more futuristic robotic take on him. We have Scott Ian from Anthrax, available exclusively through Scott Ian's website. And then we have brand new hitting shelves. Actually, this week is Ace Ventura with interchangeable heads, the Pet Detective business card, and menagerie of pets, and just some good fun there with Jim Carrey's classic comedy. Our Predator collection just continues to expand. Up top here we have the emissaries, which were deleted from the most recent film, but they can be spotted on the Blu-ray and behind the scenes footage. There are these cool military Predators in camo with machine guns, and each figure comes with interchangeable heads and hands. We have a brand new Ultimate Fugitive, the Lab Escape. He's missing his armor. His armor stripped off. So he got a nude torso and nude arms. He's got a new closed mouth head and a new masked head that has LED lights in the eyes. We have our Jumbo. There's a 2 scale. It's almost a foot tall. It's about 11.25 inches. The Assassin Predator, which is the main big bad guy for the new 2018 film. He comes with a wrist blade, wrist cannon, and 2 heads, and 2 sets of hands. A big reveal. We've been talking about this for a long time and letting people wonder what it was going to be. This is the Alpha Predator. This is a special edition 100th figure celebrating 100 different Predator figures in our line. This is basically an original creation inspired by or paying homage to the original insect-like design that existed for Predator in the first film when Van Damme was portraying him. The mask that this Predator has is certainly a nod back to that Steve Wang creation, and his armor plating and the way it's painted and sculpted has that sort of beetle shell insect type look to it, and that's what we were going for there. So this one we're really proud of. He'll be out later this year. Original backstory that we are creating, and brand new original art being commissioned for packaging. It's going to be real special. Then we have something pretty fun and another reveal and surprise for the show, and that is we are continuing the Kenner style of Alien and Predator. As if the Kenner line never went away in the 90s. We have the Berserker and the Neomorph, treated like they would have come out in 94 and 95. Play features, the shoulder cannon is spring-loaded, and the Neomorph, if you pick the spine, the mouth goes in and out, the inner mouth. So it's pretty cool. And then announcing and revealing Parker, Yaphet Kotto, first time ever done in our Alien collection. Later this year, we'll be doing a whole series around Alien's 40th anniversary, and he is definitely a highlight of that film and that collection for us. And there'll be some other action figure firsts joining him as we celebrate 40 years of Alien later this year. Our Alien collection also, we hit on everything. So we have our creature set, accessory set from Alien 3 with the Bambi Burster, the Queen Burster, the Face Hugger, and the dog with interchangeable heads. We have the Resurrection line, which people have been waiting for a long time, with our Newborn, our Resurrection Warrior, which can get into the swimming pose, and we have Ripley with machine guns and basketball even, Ripley 8, which is really cool. And then hitting stores right now is our Alien Series 13, which is a homage to classic Kenner stuff. This is when we do the modern updates with all the detail and all the articulation. We have the Space Marine Apone, we have the Scorpion Alien, and we have the Snake Alien, and those will be hitting store shelves right now, second, third week of February. So they'll be at your local Target, comic shop, Amazon. All right, up top here we have a brand new line that were revealed yesterday called Toony Terrors. And this is sort of a fun, stylized take on some of the horror greats. Smaller scale, about 6 inches. and more basic articulation, around 5 points. Each one has a signature accessory. They'll be on blister cards, and about a $13 retail. So the idea is to get something less expensive out there and have a little fun with, with our take on these, and a sort of animated or tuned up style. And Conjuring universe has been a big growth area. We showed the Nun figure a couple months ago, and the response was huge. So we've decided to expand. We're going to be doing the Crooked Man, which you see here, Annabelle, and more. And we will be doing a mix of both traditional action figures like you see with Crooked Man, and also some of them in the clothed line where we have the actual tailored fabric clothing. And definitely expect a lot more from that line later this year. It has been a tremendous hit for us. The sequel comes out this September. We have some more versions of Pennywise from that film here. The Ultimate Dancing Clown version has 4 interchangeable heads, the insect arms, one of the heads lights up. We have our quarter scale Pennywise, which we are revealing here for the first time. We have an accessory set, which it really adds a lot to your displays and dioramas. We have the storm drain, you have the Jack in the Box, you have Georgie's boat, a lot of fun stuff to pose with your figures. The Gremlins line is doing really well. This spring, our 3rd release is the Gamer Gremlin. That's a GameStop exclusive, accessorized with a whole bunch of new special stuff, arcade machine, joystick, bucket that is even wearable on his head, sunglasses, and his little propeller hat. And then currently at retail, we have the Ultimate Stripe and the Ultimate Gremlin from the 84 film. So Gremlins is 35 years old this year, so we're celebrating that with a whole big collection. And we can't forget where it started. While we've had great success with 2017 Pennywise, we are also doing 1990. It's done really well. We decided to go and do another version of the Tim Curry rendition and throw in some great stuff we didn't include for Time Out. So there's a brand new book accessory that has the hand coming out of it. He's got 3 all new head sculpts, different expressions and different teeth and stuff we did not do first time. He's got a new monster hand, new tentacle hand, and a brand new yellow balloon with the Turn Back Now messaging on it. Also brand new packaging, which is really nice. The Well House Pennywise, that one hits retail later this month. He has the big creature wolf hand. He's got the head. He's got the teeth head, the projector wind blowing hair. Really going deep and doing every rendition of Pennywise from that great movie. Revealed at the show, this is a long-awaited version of Friday the 13th, Roy Burns' Ultimate figure from A New Beginning. So we've got the actor likeness with the flesh hood. He's got the road flare. He's got machete, knife, cleaver, whole bunch of accessories. And that will be out this summer, probably around June. And then we have the 10-year anniversary of Friday the 13th remake. It's Ultimate Jason right there. He's got the regular head, the sack head, the machete, a sheath on the leg for the machete, and then the axe, the fire poker, the screwdriver, bunch of stuff. The Ultimate line has been great. We're kind of going through and hitting every version of Jason possible and going through all the movies and just having a lot of fun with that. Expanding horror in a big way in our 8-inch clothes figure, like our retro collection. They Live, brand new one for us. It's going to be a male, female alien 2-pack. Comes with a television, and also each one has a newspaper and a magazine. We have later in the year Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Never been done figures before, so this is an exciting one. We have the pumpkin, the witch, and the skeleton. This will be a 3-pack. They will come with the treat bags. They will come with the TV with a lenticular image of the Silver Shamrock commercial, and they will also come with extra heads and hands. Nightbreed is a big Toy Fair reveal. It's the first time this has ever been done as an action figure, and we have Dr. Decker. He comes with a briefcase that opens up and has a bunch of removable weapons inside. He also comes with a machete and the large knife that you see here. Then we have our new Nightmare Freddy, a removable trench coat, removable hat, a regular head, and demon head. That one will hit stores later this spring. And then from Friday the 13th, part 3, we have the corpse version of Pamela, the Lady of the Lake version, which is a fun one to do, also never been done before. And then Sam, Trick or Treat. This character and the design fits this format perfectly. He's got his little fake pajamas. He's got a sack that you can take on and off the head, articulated jaw, and lollipop that he also comes with. Then up top, Michael Myers back in a big way this past year, a hugely successful 2018 film. We have a quarter scale figure of Michael. Comes with a hammer and knife and victim's head. We have an 8-inch version of Michael with fabric clothing, and he has a hammer and a knife. We have Ultimate Michael currently in stores, and joining him, Ultimate Laurie Strode, which again never been done, not from the original Halloween or any of them. We have Jamie Lee Curtis, who was fantastic as Laurie in that film, and she comes with a shotgun, a rifle, a pistol, a knife, and 2 interchangeable heads. And then taking a trip back to 81, we have Halloween 2, which is the Dick Warlock portrayal of Michael Myers. He has 3 different heads. He has the regular, the bloody tears, and then the Ben Kramer head. And then he comes with the scalpel, the syringe, the hammer, and the knife. And a really cool bonus is the pumpkin from the opening title sequence. And that pumpkin is hinged and articulated, and it opens up to reveal the skull inside. Then our Guillermo del Toro collection is doing very well. We have the Man with the Throne that's currently in stores. And then hitting in the next few weeks are the next 2 figures in the collection, and that is the Fawn and Ophelia. These are beautiful figures from a beautiful film. They come with a bunch of accessories, premium packaging, and then when we complete Pan's Labyrinth, we move on to the Academy Award-winning Shape of Water. Amphibian Man will be out this summer. He'll come with 2 interchangeable heads, interchangeable hands, shackles, and a display base that you can chain him to as well. Their reveal. We've been sitting on this one waiting to share it with all you guys. The response has been great. Godzilla, King of Monsters movie hits in May. Line will be out in April, at least the first 2, which are the main Godzilla here on the right-hand side, the darker one, and then Mothra with that display base and the support rod. Those will be out in April. And then later this summer, we have Godzilla version 2 with the blast effects and the lightning decoration. And we have Rodan, which is articulated and also has a display base of like this volcano and fire eruption and a support stand for him as well. The movie looks amazing. Trailers are blowing up, and we can't wait to do more. With Godzilla, while we're doing the modern, we still are going back and doing classic in between. So we have the long-awaited 62, which is from the old King Kong vs. Godzilla. And that 62 Godzilla is hitting stores next month. Some new packaging, too, which is nice. These were in a clamshell that was a little bit more limited in terms of art and assets, but now we're using all these great old movie posters, which the fans really like, and it's more premium packaging. So we're really happy about that. We are also doing the 56, which is the first American release of the original 54 film, and that comes with that display backdrop to really recreate the look of the one sheet, and Godzilla is painted to look like he did in the American version of that poster, and he also has the fire effect, which is pretty cool. It goes in and out of the mouth, removable. Ninja Turtles. It's hitting Target exclusively last week of February, first week of March. So be on the lookout for those packs available for the very first time to consumers outside of conventions at Target. And then coming up later this year is a little tease of what Wave 2 will include, and that is a 2-pack of Rocksteady and Bebop. Really going all the detail, the great added black lines to create the look from the animation, and really capturing that Fred Wolf cartoon series that so many people grew up with, finally getting their due in action figure form. Up top, we have our quarter scale Shredder, Took a long time, about 2 years of work into this one. Removable tape, removable faceplate on the mask, whole bunch of accessories. Triple labor of love on that guy, and he's finally hitting stores this spring around May or June. And to his right is the foot soldier. He will be out in March. Comes with 4 pairs of hands, I think, and a whole bunch of weapons. And these are the nice, companion pieces to the quarter scale turtle collection we've done over the last 2.5 years. We finally have the villains out there joining the line. People are waiting patiently. They will not be disappointed. Super articulated, loads of weapons, extra hands, and finally, after 29 years, these guys can be in your collection. A fun little display we have here. From Superfan, he's known as Gremlin Guy on the internet. Follow him on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook. TJ, the Gremlin Guy. He built this theater. We saw it and said we got to have it here at Toy Fair. He was kind enough to bring it out and set it up. And it's just a great way to show off the Gremlins and remember that scene where they watched Snow White and just brought the theater down in Kingston Falls. So it's fun to have, and it's a great way to show the versatility of the Gremlin, because that's basically the same figure accessorized and posed differently. It's how lifelike they are, how articulated they are, and just how much fun you can have building an army of Gremlins. And then on the video game front, Bandicoot, revealing here at the first time Coco and Neo Cortex. Those hopefully will be out later this year. Release dates to be determined. We wanted to show the fans we are committed to doing other characters and growing the line. We have them here. Then we have Spyro the Dragon, which should be at retail last week of February, first week of March. He's hitting real soon. And then underneath we have our current Crash collection, which we have the regular Crash, we have Jetpack Crash, Hoverboard Crash, and Scuba Gear Crash. And those are currently appearing on retail shelves. We have another deluxe version of Crash with 3 interchangeable heads, new expressions, and the Aku Aku mask, which is able to go on to Crash. It fits over his nose, and you can put it on and off all 3 heads that he comes with. Our street scene diorama. This is a pretty awesome thing for really anyone with a Marvel, DC, fits with Turtles, Terminator, RoboCop. This is a 3-level diorama compatible with almost every 6 to 9 inch figure. It's a $99 retail. Has a backdrop that's reversible for day and nighttime scenes. A great display piece that you can put on your shelf and easily fit 25 to 30 figures on it. So it's a cool thing. We do a lot of dioramas and specials at these conventions, at Toy Fair, at San Diego, and people are always asking, how can we buy one? Can you make one? This is our first foray into that, and we're doing something that's, an urban sort of street environment. It's very versatile for people's collections. Hopefully there'll be more from there.